from Scott Stadium in Charlottesville, Virginia. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the Virginia Cavaliers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
I caught up with the Wake Forest head coach before the game. He understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Demon Deacons offense will get the football first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all of the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have...
There's some room. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to step. Run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Cavaliers' offense will now get its first chance with the football. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The offense changing the play. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to...
Makes the grab and room to run. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hacks to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Let's see what he can do with it. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The run inside, it's Gage. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He might want another play.
Booster.
Try and play action. Throws to the tight end. Big fella moving. And he'll go out of bounds. Just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and goal. Going for 6. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Fires to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. He'll do it himself. Makes it past the marker. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Cavaliers come to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback keep. Could be an alley. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. The Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. After run, now throw. Got a man, it's Hart. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Throws to the wideout. All alone as he catches it. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. The play action fake. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Quick strike through the air for the score. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hope. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Gonna run it. It's Jamison. Inside the 35. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. They'll try the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. He fires one deep down the right side.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Ware. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Gets the back moving. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt, but this offense would like him.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 on 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Jamison. Open space at the 20. Caught, and he's got room. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the... all the way. Touchdown, Wake Forest! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down on your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Back to pass on second down. Quickly complete. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. On first down from their own 22. Running inside. It's Ware. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Blasted as he lets it go. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The run inside. It's Jamison. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going to run it. And he will get just beyond the first down marker before sliding. The Demon Deacons want to move quickly.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. A tremendous play to make the interception, and then the return takes him close to the 50-yard line.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it down the field. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Blue 30! Blue 30!
looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
I caught up with the Cavaliers head coach coming out of the locker room. They have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the third quarter. Gain some momentum here and change the course of this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. The pull and throw off the RPO. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Cavaliers want to crank the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
Got it behind the line. It's Ware. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Corner's going to give them room. Dances away. At the 35, he's loose. Breaks into the open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Cavaliers look to keep this drive humming.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ware. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a third and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You could tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Rush is on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for the big play. Got it in stride at the 15. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Makes the catch, and he's free.
A great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The DBs will back off a bit. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense in a bunch formation. He wants to change this route. Turning it on. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. The quick out. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Defense.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day, but will carried away with that roughing penalty. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Wake. Fit it in the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Hart. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And the Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Slithers into space. Maybe a crease. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Demon Deacons come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking down the middle. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Wake. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. shoot. Quick toss to the right.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line, it's Hart. Could not make his way to the corner. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. It'll be third and long. Running inside. It's Ware. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Cavaliers headed quickly to the line.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Touchdown, Cavaliers! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making. For you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Virginia will call its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Might be calling a hot route. Finding an escape route.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Might have a chance. Timeout on the field. The Cavaliers have taken their final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The give as they work on that clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now facing a 3rd and long. going to the running game. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Complete to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He's got it inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. 1 minute left to play, plenty of time if they can recover this onside kick.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little
Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, I caught up with the Demon Deacons head coach before the game. He knows he has the best wide receiver right now in the country. They are so excited about the talent and experience that they can get to downfield. But they've got a young passer. How will they put into play, into the scheme, ways to get him the ball? Depending on what the defense does, this will be a big storyline we'll follow throughout the game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to go for a big one. Goes high to pull it in. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. The Mustangs in the hurry-up.
And how about that start for the offense in this game? You could not ask for a better play. They come out firing, going down the field. They get a huge completion. What a way to begin this football contest.
Back to pass. It's carry on. Here's the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. At some point, the media needs to recognize this is a team on a hot streak. They've put together a nice record, winning 3 straight, now knocking on the door of the top 25.
Yeah, and I think, Reese, the media also realizes what happened early in the season, and they took a few lumps, and they were kind of figuring out who they are. But I feel like the last 3 weeks, Jesse, they're playing as well as anybody in the country, and they know what their identity is.
I agree. I think in college football, year in, year out, teams get better and teams get worse. This is the former. They all of a sudden are starting to realize and figure out what gives them.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. And the Mustangs decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Down by a touchdown, and we'll see if they can get on the board with this drive. Quarterback keeps it. There he goes. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. This time he wants to throw. They'll run the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Right on the money. Makes that one pay. They finally... The run inside. It's Gage. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to it. Finding some room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gage. Running behind those pads. He gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this one is perfect. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Running inside, it's Gage. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Demon Deacons right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Right on target this time. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Jamison. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. He hit that one right down the... Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense.
They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find...
Maybe some room here. The 40, the 30, past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. Breaks into the open on the left. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gage. Across the 25, he's got room. Right down the middle. He's at the 30. 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a gap. It's Gage. Got enough for the first. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 3 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Sooners on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in, social media certainly does, inside the ACC. Now back over to your game in Dallas. We figured we'd be in store for a defensive stalemate. Instead, these two teams have moved the football on the ground. Kind of a throwback game, and I'm not sure there's any need to change it up in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Didn't find any crease in that. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. The sure hands, it's Gage. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Finding open area. There's a crease. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Demon Deacons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. Runs it into that. Creates a little room. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Hey, guys, I'll be really curious to watch this offense down the stretch and see how they handle this. They've got a big lead. They can probably just continue to run the football. I like how the running back stayed in bounds right there, too. Keep the clock moving. Or do they like their numbers? Do they want to continue to put the gas pedal to the floor, be aggressive, try to score points? Be interested to see how they handle this situation.
Right back to the well.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll run play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that's the first thing that's really gone right this afternoon. You got a big deficit. You haven't hit the quarterback very often. You need to change that around. Good start of the second half here. Make him feel uncomfortable.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds a man in the middle. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Thought he had it. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Goes to the option. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And the Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not a lot of room to field this one. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Making side adjustments here. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Picks up the 1st down. Flying down the right side. Into the end zone. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.